Hello, awesome people. I hope you're having just an absolutely amazing day today, one of the best you've ever had. For you folks, so today on the Monday that I typically dedicate to older reviews in war games like BattleTech or RPGs like Dungeons and Dragons or Beckman and that sort of a thing, or First Edition, right? I like to do my reviews of things here. The last 6 weeks, I've done Gary Gygax's epic module series from G1 to G3, and then D1 to D3. Now we're finishing up with Q1 for you folks. But let's knock it out. I've also recently done Castle of the Amber, the Lost City, of Dread, stuff like that too. The Assassin's Knot. So if you like some of these older things, check this out too. Alrighty, so this was, instead of the Gary Gygax was not coming up with a good idea for a way to end this series. So David C. Sutherland, who was the cover artist for many of the things, came up with a suggestion for himself that Gary Gygax embraced, and then so sort of both of them are credited as authors and that sort of a thing. All right, so the cover art here instead is by Jim Roslof, with interior art by Jeff D. and Erol Otus. For you folks, this was published a couple of years later in 1980 from the previous series, and it's for levels 10 to 14. It's 32 pages long. It's the sequel to the series that I mentioned before, and finale. It's in Greyhawk and then First Edition too. This series, from in the 7 modules, rates the top spot of all time of modules in the 30th anniversary of the game in the top 30. Which I've done a bunch of. I've actually done my top 70. So I don't think this is a great ending though. All right. So. Sorry about that. My thing of my read on my cell phone, and so my page count didn't turn. All right. So it starts at the epic D3 in Vault of the Drow, in the city that's been revealed that you've been in, with a gate to the abyss for you folks. And then when you go through it, you arrive at level 66 of the Demigod Lolth's level in the abyss. There are many magical things that don't work the way that you expect them to work, or at all. They'll work differently, and that sort of thing. So a lot of the ways that you have sort of become accustomed to saving your party are not going to work anymore, so you have to readapt to it. You have to wind your way to the end in this labyrinth, come across a tunnel of portals to other planes, and then deal with the big bad of Lolth herself. I've soloed this with my Necromancer, lawful evil leader, and neutral NPC party, and the lack of magic hit him hard. Although the rest of the party they didn't have like clerics or something like that, traditional clerics yet. It was all like stuff like that, so it wasn't his hard. This is the first module to deal with the abyss. It's an okay end, not the great one that I think on the scale of D3 or G3 were. And I don't think it's as bad as some fans, or as good as Face Opening, but not as bad as some critics say either. So I'm giving it a 6 out of 10 for you folks. No, sorry about that. Some people might have it higher, some people might have it lower. That's fine, I'm not going to lose any sleep. I think a 6 out of 10 is a suitable ending for that sort of thing. Alrighty, so there you are. So that's my review of 1980's Queen of the Demonweb Pits Q1. Already there for you folks. So what did you think about this, right? Your opinion justifies mine. Have you read it? Have you played it? Have you run it as a dungeon master? Have you played it as a character? Have you read it a couple of times? What did you think about it, right? What are your thoughts? Your opinion justifies mine, right? We're all just fans coming together and having fun, right? Alrighty, so there, so let's have some fun stuff with it. Alright. As I mentioned before, there are a lot of these older reviews as well as my top 70. In case you're interested in checking it out here on Mondays for you folks, if it is your passion in life. Also, I do think that this labyrinth style ending, where you're trying to get to the end and so forth, it worked in paper, but I just don't think it works when we actually play it through. All right, so there you are. So, but your mileage may vary for you folks. Alrighty, so anyway, so here's so have you checked out some of my other things on this channel? Like I mentioned before, on Wednesday I do video game reviews. Last week I did 2020's Crusader Kings 3. I'll be doing Don't Starve on this Wednesday, so check that out from 2013. It's actually its 12th anniversary, so I thought it would be fun for me to review for literally on its 12th anniversary. And that sort of thing. I've recently done other older video games like Stellaris or Control 2, Evil Genius 1, those sorts of things. So if you like these older things, definitely check it out. And then also on Friday, I do top 10s of various things. I do my top 10 musical artists, and then this one I'll do my top 10 albums. And that sort of thing. And then on Saturday, I have something that I call the Serial Saturday that I dedicate to the forgotten serial telling genres in movies and TV and stuff like that. So we just finished up Doctor Who from TV in 65, the Tom Miller. Next will be a Tarzan one. So back to the movies. Alrighty, and then, so if you like that stuff, or my other 3 reviews I do a week of older things in fantasy, science fiction, and horror that you read, definitely check out my stuff. You can hit do all the YouTube stuff, like hitting the subscribe button, the like button, the bell icon. If you're feeling frisky, you notify my videos, but just share it, watch. Those are the key ways of growing this channel. Just share and watch. Alrighty, so there you are. And then, as a reminder, this channel is named The Worst Thing About New Books. It's a quote by a French philosopher named Jacques Joubert, who said that the worst thing about them was that they kept us from reading the old ones, right? And there's definitely some older stuff out there that we might have forgotten about. We are standing on the shoulders of giants, for example. And also, the number one strength is context to us. So I enjoy reading these giants and so forth. For example, in Gary Gygax's 1978 Appendix N, for his first edition Dungeon Master's Guide, he lists all of his influences. So for me, I get a stronger appreciation of the stuff that he did by going back and reading those. Make sense? So that's the passion of this channel. All right, so there you are. And finally, I want to thank you so very, very much, for taking some time out of your day and just investing it, right? And just watching my video, because we all have so many things that are happening, right, in our lives. And we're pulled in so many different directions, right? So the fact that you spent this time with me, that's just incredibly humbling. So I appreciate that so very, very much. So thanks again, and have an amazing day.